Welcome to Amplifying Leadership and Tip Thursday with Tara. I am Tara Lehman, a partner, coach, and consultant at Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, of which Amplifying Leadership is a division. I hope to bring you some information or a key takeaway you can use to build, enhance, or grow your leadership skills with Tip Thursday with Tara. Today, we're talking about one of the most underrated yet most powerful tools in the leadership toolbox. And it is part of communication, which is active listening. And you've heard me mention this one several times. It's because it is so vital when we actively listen what we can hear and learn. When we do think about leadership, and what most people say it for good leaders is they think about how they give them some directions. Maybe they share a vision or help them to create their goals, or they're good at motivating people. But leadership is just as much about how you listen as it is about what you say. So listening is more than just being quiet when someone talks. It really is. It's about creating a space where you actually are putting other thoughts out of your mind and where others feel safe to share. It could be their ideas, their fears, challenges, whatever that might be. But when people feel heard, they feel respected. And when the people feel respected, they feel trusted. And what is trust? Well, trust is the foundation of every team and helping you build collaboration and morale within it as well. Here is why listening must be in your leadership toolbox. And let me stress, active listening, meaning we're going to shove those thoughts out of our head when we're listening to someone else talk. When you truly do listen, you often hear and learn things that you maybe didn't expect or even think of before, new ideas or possibilities, because we are only one person. So we need the diversity of thought of other people's ideas in order to come up with new things. So sometimes you're going to also hear that your idea isn't the best one out there, and that's okay. It's also important because we can pick up on issues before they become problems or mistakes. And what you can do now with those issues and challenges is actually work collaboratively together as a team to work through them so that you can mitigate them before they become an issue. You may also hear about opportunities that you may have missed. Maybe you were trying to figure out how to grow sales, and suddenly one of your employees says, well, what about this market? Or we've never thought about this before. Again, it's because our mind can only go so far. So having diversity of thought of others is really important with ideas, thoughts, and opportunities. Lastly, you can also empower others really to step forward, which especially if they're quiet and now they're stepping forward because they feel trusted and safe to share. And this can actually help with building their confidence, especially around sharing within the team, which is good for them as well. So one of the biggest mistakes that I do see leaders making is assuming that they do have all the answers. We want to believe that as a leader, we should have all the answers, but we do not need to know all the answers. The best path forward is actually uncovered by listening to all these new things, to all these ideas, to these challenges, so we can move forward for everyone and not just for ourselves. When we are actually focused on listening, we are not interrupting people mid-sentence. We are not checking our emails or working away. We aren't even preparing our responses in our mind while they're talking. We're listening. Then we can put our mind and thoughts together, and we can show that people's voices matter because we're not going to interrupt them. And then we can respond afterwards. And when, by the way, people's voices matter and they feel heard, it does help with engagement, trust, morale, commitment, confidence, and results will start to push you forward. So to close up today, I want to just remind everybody that leadership isn't about having the loudest voice in the room, although that is a common misconception. It is also about having the knowledge and power to pause, to listen actively, and to lead with the inputs you're getting and with what you're learning, rather than always going with what you want to do. Thank you for joining me for this week's Tip Thursday with Tara. I just launched a brand new leadership community with leaders of all levels, for leaders of all levels, whether you're a team lead or you're in the C-suite. We dive into topics like this every week. It's a space to grow, reflect, share, and connect with other leaders who are doing all the hard work with heart just like you. If that sounds like something that you may benefit from, please visit us at amplifyingleadership.ca/community-info for all the details. That is our Tip Thursday with Tara for this week. If you or someone you know is struggling with leadership priorities to building strong, empowered teams, I'm here to help. Please visit our website for more information on programs, our community, coaching, and more at amplifyingleadership.ca, a Twin Life Coaching and Business Services division. Until next time, remember, leadership matters.